INTPs understand that to make progress with anything, you got to pin down certain variables so you can parse away other variables. It's how the universe works. And FI people, they
Talking with famous people.
only one of them lets you play too. Because FI doesn't really let you play too. You can't say, oh, really? You feel bad? Well, then fine. I feel bad at you. And then they go, well, then I feel bad at you. You're not doing anything. Nothing's happening there.
What's the worst pain in the ass? A feeler or an INTP?
INFP is much more of a pain in the ass than INTP. INTPs don't care about you, is what it boils down to. They just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They do not give a fuck about you, really. And if it gets difficult, they got no problem walking. Every time I try to talk to Kimball now, it's like, oh, I'm sick, I'm busy, or whatever. It's not so much like she's trying to tell me something, except the only thing she's trying to tell me is what's true, which is I have far too little importance to occupy that 2 hours of her time or whatever, which is fine. Kimball was always like that, and it's cool. But all I'm saying is I don't want her to come be a fixture in my life, but I would love to get everybody who's ever come in contact with me in life to get in here and get it all in one big SI package.
And also, sometimes I can tell that something's bothering him, even when he tries to pretend nothing.
Yeah. We got I have a terrible poker face. One of the reasons why I'm pretty good about not lying at all, or very little, is because people can always tell. If I know I'm lying, if I'm telling a real lie, like, okay, shit, I gotta come in here and I gotta make up this bullshit to try to get out of this thing I did wrong. It's really my fault. I gotta scream out of this. Those lies are tough, unless once the stakes go up a little bit, though. Then all of a sudden, I become expert, because it's like when I got arrested, right? There was nothing. I had no qualms about lying to the cops, and I had no qualms about manipulating them, and I successfully did manipulate them using FE a little bit to get a little bit of what I wanted out of the thing and get reamed a little, get ass fucked a little bit less hard, basically. So that was a super interesting experience, because after they handcuffed me and put me in the back of the police SUV, I had a moment of panic attack, and then when it passed, I was clear, focused, and handling shit, and that was a relief, because I didn't know. I'd never been in so dramatic a situation apparently before. That when the moment's there and you need to rely on your ENTP nature to make sure you're out of that state by nightfall, because if you wait a little bit longer, they're going to have your car there all night long, and there's no way you're going to be able to get out of there, and you have to find a fucking hotel. You're going to stay in fucking Oklahoma for another night. And at that moment, you're feeling like vulnerable, right? I had a flight response that said, I need to get myself out of this police station. I need to get myself back into my car. I need to get out of this state. I was only 10 miles from the border to Arkansas, and I needed to get out of Oklahoma in my mind to be safe again, because Oklahoma had proved itself a dangerous place. But regardless, I was on that level. I was operating irrationally, like the motivation. What am I trying to do? Get to Arkansas. I think the reason I thought I only went that far is because that's all the attention I could give that. Was like, what's the goal? Get to Arkansas.
Talking with famous people.